Well, tonight, political experts and analysts across the country and across the state are weighing in. I sat down with a political professor at Montana State University Billings for some perspective. Take a look. We know what the stage is for the presidential candidacy, 22 different Democrats. Where is Bullock going to really find his place here?
It's a good question. It's pretty early, so we don't know quite where things will end up. He's one of 22. He just got in the race. Polling's not necessarily in his favor, but again, it's very early.
Yeah, and we were talking earlier about how many Republicans there were in 2016. Not as many, but again, some rose to the top, right?
Absolutely, and sometimes it's surprising. You'll see a candidate that nobody thought had a chance to get, be in the top 2 or 3. Other times you'll see candidates everyone thought were going to be the heir apparent don't even come close and don't even get on the ballot in all 50 states. Okay,
let's talk about, this is the biggest question that I think Montanans are asking themselves. They're asking the governor too. Why didn't you go for the Senate? Why make that huge leap to the presidency?
Well, he's an executive for the state right now, and I think that's probably his wheelhouse. He's probably the most comfortable in an executive position. You don't get a lot of attention in Congress. You're one of 535 people versus a president when you're just one.
But his chances might be a little bit better if he were to take that Senate race. He's probably got somebody who's saying you should go for president, but again, wouldn't you want to go for the win?
Maybe his long-term career goals, I don't know, but if he ever wanted to be president, this is certainly the first step is running. Even if he loses, it raises his profile.
Okay, something else that we want to know, if he actually makes it to, kind of that nomination, if he can get onto the center stage a little bit with some of the other candidates and really make it to an election, what are his chances of actually making Montana, which, as we have talked about, it's pretty red. You might say it's purple, but what are your chances of actually winning our own state?
If he can get on the debate stage, that means his polling has to be good. He has to be a high enough profile to get on the debate stage. If he does that, there is a chance. Whether he could get to the point of being the Democratic nominee, he's pretty much an unknown at this point, and he has a lot of uphill battling to do to get to that point.
Okay, and you had mentioned maybe a cabinet position.
Yeah, it's very possible he could get a cabinet position. It's very common for the once competitors for a candidacy when someone, that party wins the election, they offer a lot of their former foes, cabinet seats. Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, Rick Perry becomes Secretary of Energy. We see how that works.
Okay, so a lot to think about. A big announcement today for the state of Montana. We'll be watching it closely, won't we, Doctor?
Oh yes, definitely.
We definitely will. Okay.